Well guys, we're back here with another video, and today time changed. So we are losing an hour of sunlight, which is a little bit disappointing, but we got a modification to the 2014 High Country that I'm very excited to show you guys. I've actually been running it for a little while now, just testing it out, and I do like the product. So let's show you what it is. So as I mentioned just a second ago, I've already got the product installed, but I'll kind of show you how to do that in itself. But we got some new LED headlights. It was only right, guys, since the 2004 Duramax had them, that the High Country has to have them. I mean, it's a newer truck, and with the projector beam headlights, you know, they look really, really good in there. So I want to thank the company that sent these over for me to test out, and I'm going to leave a link to their website and these exact ones right here. These are it right here, Boslla. You can see right here, there's their logo. Here's some information about them on the back. You can see that these are 30 watts per bulb, so it's 60 watts a set. Got a 1-year warranty on them. Let me find my old bulbs in here so we can see the wattage on them, and we'll do an in-depth review here. So they're H11 for the low beam. You can see 55 watts, so this is almost half the wattage here. Okay, so like I say, I've actually already got them installed in the truck, but this is what the box looks like right here. If I can shake it open to kind of show you guys what's in there. They got some really nice caps. I mean, they're high quality. This is, you hear that? This is glass that actually comes over the LED covers. They got the little drivers down here. And like I say, I'll get that stuff out to show you guys. And also, if you guys aren't sure, my model does, I need to install these at a later point, but a canvas driver. And what this will do is keep your service engine light from coming on, just make them work appropriately. But so far, I have not had any issues whatsoever with these. My running lights work, so I've been very happy. But let me show you around the front. I'm going to take the driver's side out to kind of show you guys how to install and uninstall them. But over here on the driver's side, it's the same for the passenger side. The passenger side is a little bit tougher because you got the airbox in the way, but if you pull the airbox out, you can get to it, no problem. But if you come down in here, you've got a little cap cover here. You twist that to the left, it comes off, and you slide it out of the way here, and then there's the bulb itself. Like I say, I'll take this out so you guys can see what it looks like. So guys, here's the actual bulb itself. You see on one side we got kind of a gold yellow color, and on the other we got a silver, and there's a special reason for that I'll show you guys here in a minute. But you can see it's a very small design. I mean, it fits in my hand. There's the LEDs on each side. You can see they're a little bit different color, and like I say, I'll show you what that is about here in a second. We got a nice fan on the back, and then this is braided very nicely. It's very tough, very strong, well constructed. You've got a little switch here that you got to screw on. No biggie, it's really easy. Then you've got the little driver down here, as you can see, and this is actually, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's metal, so it's good quality. And then your plug right at the bottom. So this is literally a plug and play system. No tools required to do this install. So I'm gonna set this light bulb right up here, and let's get the factory OEM one out so you guys can kind of get an idea of the size difference. As you can see, there's not really a big difference, and you will have no trouble, even with this extra stuff here, you'll have no trouble fitting this into the housing and putting your dust cover back on, which I highly recommend. This keeps moisture out of your headlight lenses. But I mean, it's literally, you just plug it in right here, and then I tucked all my wires in just right down here. Turn this, put this in, turn it to the right to click it in, and it's good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the old bulb, put it in, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison so you can see what this side looks like versus the OEM halogen. Okay, old halogen is installed. I'll move this out of the way so you can get the full effect. We'll close the hood. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go turn the headlights on so you guys can see just how it looks. All right, we'll let that beep for a little bit. So if we come around front, and we'll do a nighttime comparison too so you can see. All right, so there is the old halogen bulb. We'll get you right in front of it. Very yellow. Typical what you're used to. Then we move over here to a nice crisp white LED, and look how much brighter it is. You can just tell by looking in the camera. So if we step back, you're gonna be able to see the difference. Huge. Look how much brighter this is over here versus the old halogen. If I can get down here, right on, you can see, especially once you're right on, this is so much brighter than this guy over here. And like I said, we'll do a nighttime comparison as well so you guys can see even better what I'm talking about. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug in the LED Boslla bulb over here because I'm gonna show you a really cool functionality that these bulbs have. And just to make this video complete, let me show you how that install works. Like I say, you reach in here, twist to the left, take this dust cap off. Comes off just like so. Then you're gonna do a turn to the left once again, pull the bulb out. Now do this whenever the bulb's off because it's gonna be really hot. There's a little clip on the back side that you just unclip. And then once you've got it unclipped, you just clip in the new bulb right here. I'll show you like so. Just take this in, plug it in there. Wow, nice and bright. And one thing I want to mention too, this clip here where I was telling you to clip in, if at first you clip it in and it doesn't work, flip this side of it, the LED side, 180 degrees and then plug it in. Sometimes these LEDs are funny about it. It's nothing specific to this company. A lot of LED bulbs are like that. So then once you've done that, take your bulb. Before I plug it in, check this out. Got it right up to the camera of the phone, and I cannot audibly hear this fan running. So I'm gonna plug it in here. Kind of tilt it off to the left like this. And just rotate it in like so. And like I said, I had all these cords and everything just kind of neatly tucked in the bottom here, out of the way. We'll get my dust cap back on. And then look on your dust cap and you're going to see where it says lock, open, and there's also a section here that says down. So you're just going to put it back on there, feed it around the edge here, feed it back on, set it on there, twist. We've got her locked in place. All right, there we go. So now we got the LEDs on both sides, and you can see it is a dramatic difference. It looks so much better. This truck just looks really good with LED headlights in it, especially with those projector beam headlights. But let me show you guys the cool functionality of these. So if I come around here, and you do this within 5 seconds, which is really easy to do. Turn the radio off there. If you turn your lights off and back on, within 5 seconds, changes the color. So now it's going to be kind of tough to see. Now you can tell. This looks more like a halogen. This is a more yellow color. It's a bit softer than the previous color. And that's not all that we've got. We've even got a softer, more yellow color than that. And all I got to do is rotate it once again, just like that. And look at this. We got a nice yellow. And this yellow is really good for the snow. Now, I don't know that it's necessarily street legal, but for the snow, this is a really, really good color. And it looks cool too. Just look at it. We'll get right up on there. And I'll do some nighttime demonstrations for you guys too, so you can see all these different colors. And then we've got one more final setting. So we'll come in here, hit the dial once again. And now we've got that yellow color and a strobe. And around here, guys, this is extremely handy because you can turn those emergency flashers on. And let me do that real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. Around here in the Ozarks, whenever you are pulled over on the side of the road, I mean, we see it all the time. If there's wrecks or somebody pulled over at nighttime, the roads wind to the left and right and up and down hills so sharp that these emergency flashers on the side, they're really tough to see. But if you got headlights like this that are LED real bright, you're going to see these even if it's coming from around a corner and know something's going on. So I think this is a great safety feature right here, and I'm very happy to have it on the truck. So let's say you want to get back to the original color, the white, most usable color. All you got to do, I'm putting my truck back on auto. We'll turn the key off. And by turning this key off and letting the truck sit for more than 5 seconds, the next time I hop in there and start it up, it's going to be right back to the white color. Okay, so that was just a quick demonstration of the different functionalities of the bulb and what they look like during the daytime. Now let's switch over to nighttime so you guys can really see where these bulbs shine. All right, guys, so I do want to apologize in advance. It's probably going to be pretty dark out here right now, but we're going to go outside and we're going to do our headlight test so you guys can see what our LEDs look like. So let me go ahead and flip you around. All right, so we're out here with the truck. What we're going to do is we're going to take the truck out in the field. That way we just don't disturb anybody around us. Not really that there's anybody we're going to disturb. I'm going to take it out in the field so we can kind of get a good beam distance, maybe hopefully of the barn down there, so you guys can see how these headlights perform. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my unlock button so you guys can see what the LEDs look like. Already looking really good. Nice and bright, especially whenever you're on them. See how much they're lighting up the porch here. Cooper really likes them, mesmerized by them. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's hop in the truck so we can get an idea of how it's going to look out in the field. You want to go, Cooper? Come on, slow it up. We'll let him ride along with us. Always put the seats up. I always like to put the seats up for him. That way he can ride on the floor mats. Okay, go ahead, load up. There we go. All right. All right, so we're in the truck. Let's go ahead and start it up. Got to switch hands here with the camera. Let's go ahead and get backed up here so we can get out in the field. I do apologize in advance. Sometimes the quality on your cell phone is not going to be as good as what it is in real life, but you can see, look how bright these dudes are. Just like this. All right, so I'm just going to pull out right here. So we're probably, if I was going to guess, 50, 60 yards from the barn down there. And you can start to see it right there. If I flip on my high beams, there we go, you can see it. They're just angled a little bit low, but I mean, we're right at the base of the barn right there, 50, 60 yards away. Very clear, crisp light, looks really good. I'm gonna turn on the fog lights. You can see them kind of down at the bottom, how they're more yellowish. So I'm gonna hop out real quick so you guys can see kind of the color difference between the LEDs and the fogs. So the fogs are still the standard halogen. You can see much more yellow looking. This white, nice crisp looking light. All right, I had to take a quick break from the truck. Let's go back here and take a look at it. So that was our first mode that we were on there. Go ahead and start the truck up. Leave the fog lights on for comparison. All right, so now we are in the second mode here. It's more comparable to a halogen. It's still a bit wider than a halogen, but you can see it does look closer to a halogen. So if you want that look for whatever reason, you can get it. And it's still got a great amount of brightness, as you can see. Very bright, very nice looking. And then our next mode is really nice, and I wish there was a little bit of snow out here so you could really see where this mode comes in handy. But if I just switch it here, there we go, kind of a yellow. And really, it appears darker than what it actually is in person on camera, but this is definitely a yellow light that we've got right now. And once I turn around here, yeah, you can see with that really yellow. All right, and then let's go on over to the last mode. The last mode, like I said earlier, is really, really handy for, Cooper decided to get out, is really handy for emergencies, and that is the strobe effect. You can see if we get around to the side here, just look how bright that is. I mean, you know, we got 50, 60 yards. You can see the very base of the barn down there, 50, 60 yards away, shining really, really bright. And it's even brighter in person, like I said. And then just look at that. I mean, if you're coming up on this at night, you're definitely gonna see this flashing. Really, really nice effect there. Come on, Coop, float up. All right, let's get back in the truck and take a little drive in the field. Come on, Coop, float up. Attaboy. All right, back in the truck. Let's go ahead and set our mode back to the brightest, whitest light there is. Let's go for a drive. Got you guys out the window. You see the barn very well now. Bring you back in here. As you can tell, very high quality light, very bright, very nice. A lot better than the halogens that came in this truck. Let's circle back on up around to the house. And one neat thing that I've noticed with these, and it may be because I don't have the CAN bus in yet, but whenever I turn on my brights, the brights are on as well as the low beams. So let me get out and show you that real quick, what I'm talking about. So for outside of the truck, I come around front. See, I got my brights and low beams on at the same time, which I personally like. More brightness, especially, I mean, you can't have your brights on when approaching somebody anyway. Well, there's with brights on, brights off, just the standard with the Boslla LED. Let's switch over to the other mode real quick. More of a standard halogen look. And we got our yellow look here. I'm gonna make this turn real quick before I switch again. And then our flashers. I'm a big fan of the first mode personally. Really bright, crisp white light. You can see everything that's going on. All right, let's make it back to the house now. Well guys, that's everything that I had for today's video. If you do find that you like the Boslla bulbs, want to find out some more about them, look right down below this video in the description box. I want to leave a link to their website and the exact bulbs that we put in the 2014 over there. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you did like the video, leave a like on it. And if you like this sort of content, be sure to subscribe. We've got lots more content with the 2014 and the 04 Duramax here. Until next time, take care.